Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Um, so I have cheated a little bit on Saturday stream. Hey, Ziggy, cat, stop. I see him wanting to jump up on the desk. Hey, don't look up there. That's bad. Hey, Blasto. Um, well, Blasto saw, but on Saturday stream with 3DHP Jerry, I did get a little bit of work done. Let's switch cameras here. So I did get everything mounted in the frame. Got it mostly wired up. Hey, Nemo. The issue I was having is I needed to figure out the wiring for the turtleneck. And I found the page for that. So we'll get that done today. Unfortunately, one of the respoolers one of the MJF gear that I glued in, the glue broke. So I have to take out Bay 4's respooler and disassemble it to the point where I can actually either swap it out for the printed version of the gear or hey cat the printed version of the gear or re-glue it. I'm thinking I might just go with the gear. We do have a bit of an upgrade for the stream. My overhead camera was a little crunchy, and now we're in 4K with pan and tilt. So, which side is it? Oop, too much. We got to pull this guy out. This guy right here. All right, this guy right here. So, that's gonna be fun. Zoom back out. So we got a few upgrades. I'm getting there. We got the new mic. We got the new camera. This is the Ozbot or OBS bought Tiny Air 2, I believe. Don't want to break the amount. Um, Also, over the weekend, I did get this Trident up and running. I got the Filomatrix toolhead installed with the cutter. And switch to this kind of the Filomatrix cutter installed and set up. I did a test cut and extruded filament through. Super happy with that. It cuts, it feeds. I'm actually getting some pretty good prints out of it. I got oh no. I see the bottom of my screen flashing from Orca Slicer, so there's an error with the bamboo, of course. So I'm getting some good prints out of this. Hey Emerson. So the new tool head is working really well. Let's see. I got the filament sensor for the film matrix and a chamber temperature as well set up. Yes, this is ABS. This is just generic Polylight Polymaker ABS. Just plain black. This is a little junction box for what are they called? Wago connectors. Waggle. So I got a few things done. Few things set back. Let's get started with taking this respooler out. But yeah, I'm super happy. The Trident is printing. I got the hey blank. I got the AFC add-on, I think it's called, for the toolhead or for the box turtle installed. Got that set up. Well, no, I got it installed. I didn't get it set up. Dan Adams, welcome. I got the board flashed to USB, and I actually had to. Since I'm using USB because I believe it was on Steve Build stream. Someone was saying with the CAN bus cartographer and the box turtle, uh, they didn't play well together with it in CAN. So I just went with USB. I love USB over CAN bus anyways. Main issue was with a USB-C cable. It sticks out quite a bit. So I had to over the weekend order little 90-degree adapters so that sits a little bit more flush. I do have a bit more room because I am using the mounts for the Voron printers. And that was going to be a lot easier. Are you going to make the CR10S4 Mini Beast after the box turtle build? I'm going to try. I do want to build another printer after this. It's just I haven't wanted to do the CAD work on it. It's going to be a pain because I have to redo a lot. It is almost done. Unfortunately, I have to take it apart. Um, I got those two out. Let's see. How is this going to pop out? Yeah. The blank. What I was saying earlier, the tray 4, the respooler on this. Let me actually see about disconnecting that. The respooler on this, um, the glue broke. Okay, so I have to pretty much have to start from scratch, unfortunately. I can take the same ideas. Hey, 3D experiments. I can take the same ideas that I used from the Beast and scale it down, but I essentially have to completely remake the CAD. And that's part of the reason why I haven't done it. Um, oh, there's still a zip tie. So, yay! I get to undo a lot of the work that I did over the weekend. There's LED. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's unplug this. Only thing that I should have to worry about is that fourth motor. The rat's nest of wires over on this side. Oh, I really hope I don't have to pop a pin out because wires got pushed through each other. Oh no, they did. All right, so I'm gonna try to do it with it still semi installed. Let's move the camera over a little bit. You guys can actually see what I'm doing. I essentially have to, there we go, pick this apart. 1.5, that's 3, that's 2.5. Yeah, rinse repeat. Yeah. So if I just pull this side, yeah, I can start pulling it out, unfortunately. Honestly, building the mini beast would have been cheaper than the trident behind me. But trident behind me was a lot easier to build. And I didn't have to do any CAD work. Because I already have a mountain of CAD work to get done anyways. All right. At least all these are M3 by 8, so I don't have to really worry too much about where they're going. Yeah, so let's zoom in. Ooh, where am I going? So, yeah. So I'm holding the back, and I can just spin this by hand. So the glue I had here broke free. What can I do? Any shorter pliers on my hand? Hello, hello. Hey, Jimmy. Um, okay, so the glue broke on the gear, but it didn't break on. Where is it? Oop, oop, oop. There we go. So the glue broke on the gear itself, but the forgot what this called. The spacer here, it's still kind of glued in. And once these are on, they're very hard to get off the actual wheels. So make sure you update the software. Is that the board software? I have chat up on my phone so I can actually read it because my computer's too far away. Oh, the AFC Clipper add-on. So I could just go and do Clipper because I had it set up to update. Update manager. AFC Clipper add-on. Let that load. So this is kind of a pain. I do have glue, and I think that might just be the easiest route. Realigning the spacer here. Push the bearing out ever so slightly. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to have to glue the gear back into place because taking this apart is going to be kind of a pain in the butt. What do I have? I have. Oh yeah, I see that there's an update available. There's actually a few updates for Clipper, Clipper Screen, Moonraker, and the AFC Clipper add-on. Jimmy John, are you actually one of the? Are you like Thunder Keys where you're helping out, or are you just somebody who's built it before? I saw you in a Modbot quite a bit this morning, or a couple hours ago, I should say. I've been trying to help out where I can because I'm a few steps ahead of some people, and I've gone through the fire, so to speak. Let's see. So yeah. So I just have a like a little cheapo no clogger thing that I use. I'm just gonna kind of just spread out some glue. I don't have anything that's not this thick. Cat, I have glue in my hand. Please no. Hey, buddy. You shouldn't be up here. Not right now. Oh, this is Puff. Puff says hi. But Puff says bye as well. Just need a little bit. Scrape this off. Put this down over here. That's out of the way, and I don't get glue on things. All right, activator. I just need to let this dry. Definitely in the next build, because I really do want to build another one of these. I've had a good blast building this one. I know Jason said that he's going to be updating the kit with a few other goodies in the next batches. What else? That should be fine. All right, there's one spot that didn't get activator. Hey, Offexes, hope you're doing all right, dude. All right, so a little bit more activator there. Let that dry out. Hello, Ichi. Are you gonna come say hi? You are. My little. Okay. He's gonna say bye as well. He is a scaredy cat. The when you say scaredy cat, they should have a picture on Wiki of this cat because he is afraid of shadows. And I actually use that to my advantage sometimes. All right. So we're just getting this back together again. Buddy. Oh, he's on the little chair beneath me, the little cat tower. Hey, bud. Once I grab him, he's good to hang out with me for a little bit, get some scratches. Like he'll drool that he's so happy he's getting attention. But just day to day, he's just a little scared boy. I forgot one thing. I've built four of these 5 times. Gotta get the LED wires in there. Oh, come on. It's kind of hard to get this on camera just because of it's still stuck inside the box. going on here? Oh, it's the wishbone not seating in. There we go. Much better. 3x8. Put this back in. Puff, puff, puff ball. Don't. Puff ball says hi. He's just gonna hang out next to the camera then. Yeah, that's correct. Slide this in. Drop that screw. Oh, I marred it slightly. And I grabbed it with the did I grab the sandpaper? Ah, here it is. Need to be careful because the screen sticks out a little bit on the Trident. So I'm just when I hi what's it called, when I grabbed it with the pliers, it made it a little dent. So the bearing would not sit right. There we go. Make sure moving smoothly. Retaining clip for the motor. Make sure that stays in place. How's everybody's Wednesday going? We have a new reply from Steam support. Oh boy. I'm actually dealing with Steam support because my Steam Deck is no longer outputting audio. I get to deal with the standard copy replace replies that I have to deal with, that I have to do all day. Okay, that's good. Slide this back in and slide the logo over. Beautiful. All right, so that's built. The gears are running smoothly. Now I can actually get on with the install. Feed this back through. Oh. One wire did not make it through. Um, Jimmy John. You were saying, if you're still in chat, you were saying there was an update for the AFC Clipper add-on. What changed? Do you know? Just minor tweaks and things, I'm assuming. Nothing crazy and major. Through one, through two. Oh, almost dropped this driver. So I've already gone through, I checked all these switches. So I made sure they're triggering with each depress. I really do like this new camera. Now I get to redo all the zip ties that I destroyed. And a little curve. But yeah. Oh, my live chat on my phone isn't updating. Yeah, there are a few streams that I've watched that you do get some cat butt. I do try to avoid my cats showing off their bums and balls and whatnot. Also, is it going to show up? I am Ocean Gate Safety Tech. Hi, Ichi. Oh, scare boy. I am highly qualified to both build this box turtle and 3D print joystick extensions for a multi-million-dollar submarine. You know, that was a thing. I forgot who streamed. I think it was Steve Build's stream. I was watching it. It was like, oh my god, there's zip tie mounting points for wiring these motors up, or just doing all the internal wiring. It's like, wait, what? There's things I could have used? Ziggy. Meow. Or you want to say hi to chat? Yeah. No? All my boys have come in to hang out and get in the way at some point. Wheat, nice and clean. Don't just don't look here. It's everything else is nice and clean. Oh, dude, please no, stop, stop, don't. Oh, cat, why? I got stuff I want to get done. Why do you do that? My cat just got a little sick there. Sorry. Uh, uh, I'm pulling out the carpet cleaner later tonight. That's pretty clean for the controller. Yeah, there's not a lot of space. All right. Um, that's not the page I need. So I need to wire in the turtleneck. So we have the advance and trailing triggers. Let's see. So this side is advanced and this side is trailing. So what's it going to be? The longer one is trailing, so I need to pull up the guide. Trailing is at the bottom closest to the stepper. And now advance is right above it. What's my network setup like? The I'm not Tim and I'm not Emerson. I got to build one of those mini racks. I have the Comcast. Cat, what are you doing? I have the Comcast modem router thing, and that's my network. I do have Home Assistant. It recently crashed, so I have to completely rebuild it and reset it up. So that's gonna be fun. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened. There was an update, and that update killed the card, so I can no longer connect to it. Fun, fun, yes, fun. I also see I'm in like a chat with Tim and Emerson and a couple other guys. I see Emerson having issues with his network stuff and Home Assistant and whatnot all the time. I don't want that headache. I got I have better things that I want to do. All right. So let's get the PTFE tubes installed. I have our uh, our tubing, our bamboo tubing, and our standard tough tube. So it's a little bit different from stock, but I want to run carbon fiber through this. So I want it to last a little bit longer. I already have these cut out to the correct lengths. Um, oh, One fell off to the side. I was a little worried. Where is it? Oh, you can't see it because of the feet. I have the tubing cut. I had no power for a couple hours yesterday, so I just like sat down and cut lengths. I kind of had an idea of how much I needed, like between the respooler and the stepper motor or the feeder gears, and between each one of those. So I kind of have an idea, but I need to grab a drill bit and remount the. Oh, how do I open that? Remount the edges of the entry. So let's get this kind of. All right, so a little bit more room for people to see things. I'm just taking the. Those are longer ones. These are shorter ones. This is, I think it's like a tenth of a millimeter tighter than the tolerance on spec, but they will last a bit longer. And from my experience with the bamboo and running a lot of carbon fiber through it, I don't want to take it apart. All right, so that's in there. Beautiful. Just as I'm going, I am installing it into the bay, just so I remember which one is which. I'm just taking a small drill bit, pulling off the excess, blowing through to get any bits out because I don't want those in my hot end. And just pressing it in and getting it. I saw in the guide that they were recommending to install these while you're installing the motors, but honestly, I haven't really seen much of an issue. There's enough space where it's not too bad to just install it after the fact. Oh, you know what it probably is? Um, they're using the like really thin-walled uh PTFE, so it's a lot weaker, and with that, you are more likely to bend and crease it. Oh, I could see that being kind of a pain. Because hell, even installing the initial feed uh, tubes in the front and the respoolers, it was a little bit of a pain to stick it all the way down and not have it uh, deform. This stuff is a little bit stiffer and a little bit more resilient. and I have a lot of it spare. So, let's see what else. Oh, uh, when I was getting the printer set up with the new toolhead, I did install the bumper um, for the cutting head. Yeah, I snapped that. Just the little protrusion that was sticking out to hit the um, cutter. I smacked that when homing in the wrong position. So yeah, I need to reprint that. All right. So move this over a little bit. So now got a lot of PTFE. Little octopus of PTFE coming along. What else do I need to do? Yeah, what I was talking about is this feed tube here. It's super thin. So if you push it too much, it will bend and crease. And is it going to focus on that? Uh, yeah, on this one right here, there's a bit of a crease in it from installing it. So yeah, I could see where people have issues with that. And that's part of the reason why I used our tough tube. I got a lot more zip ties out than I needed. Let's see. Let's go through the guide. RGB's connected. Screws are screwed in. Tube is tubed. Panic. Feet are on. Edges are on. I am gonna get LEDs for the front because I like the idea of that. I just need to pick some up. You're finished. That's it. Go print yourself something fun. All right. So let's scooch over. Um, Where do I need to move this camera? Excuse the mess. Um, I'll have to go over to the software. I can't see. I can just see the dial to move things. So I can't see where to rotate the camera. But that should be okay just for now. Because that's this. I do have more PTFE coming. Sorry, not PTFE, filament coming for prints. So more ABS. This was a failure I had. It's another junction box. Pressure advance test. A nice little benchy. Came out great. Happy with that. That should be fine up there. Okay. Take out the USB. That one in. Well, doesn't that look purty? All right. Let's plug in the USB to the extender that I set up. Then snake this back around here. LEDs are turning on, fans turning on. All right. Let's now I gotta find some colors to put in this thing instead of black, 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 and more black. Let's do here. Let's go over to the desk. Actually, I am schmarked. Oh, got my drink. Um, I had toolhead issues with my C4, but I got it up and running. Mine had a bad cartographer and a bad fuse on the toolhead board. Everything was wired correctly. Might need my mouse. Um, like I sent in a ticket with CBOR, everything was wired correctly. But currently it's printing great. Though the CBOR logo is really bugging me. Give it a little bit more height. Oh, hi Puff, my little work buddy. What is going on with the camera? The 2209 RPi version. What is going on with my camera? What is that? That's not what I wanted it to do. My camera's having a conniption. Transform. It doesn't like that I'm still high. Let's rotate it again. Oh, camera. Oh, that's okay. This is horizontal movement, I guess. Oh, I see, because I turned it. Okay, yeah. VR headset. Probably shouldn't be manually moving that, but I did it. There we go. Uh, I actually do have a high street in my city. Um, my girlfriend actually got me this and a bunch of other, or the Stoner Ave, Exit 420, Mary Jane, like all the big ones that are stolen all the time. Okay, that was an annoyance. Colorado? No, I'm in California. Um, so this is a dirty repo. Oh, because I modified the Clippy MCU to. I don't want to update that, so I just want to update Clipper add-on. Okay, so nothing too big. I understand the risks. Let's update. Huzzah! Do a quick home all. A little bit of a Z tilt. Hey Tim. FC add. We'll update the TriSync. You turn it on so you don't have to have a dirty clipper. Hey Shrimp Father. Um I was having an issue with the tool head, so I changed the timing on that. Let me see if I can move. Actually, I have an idea. Let's turn off. Oh yeah, my where is it? Ocean Gate safety technician. Now we're gonna go a little bit after dark, because RGBs. What's up, shrimp father? All right, so updated the add-on like yeah, I just did one change to because once in a while when I was homing, it would throw an error. I forgot what I changed exactly, but I think it's one of the sync timings. And after that, it's been fine. All right. What do I need to do? I need to enable the AFC. So let's re-enable that, save and restart. We should see some pretty colors. And by pretty colors, I mean a lot of red from the yeah. There we go. The new camera is the main shot. So I can do zoom, enhance, go through the steps and yeah, enhance. See, I don't want it there because it's a weird angle. But right now I'm just checking. So Thunder Key sent me this, the initial startup commission guide. Installing a new printer. So I've already done this. I did this kind of this morning and over the weekend. Installing the new hot ink, getting it tuned in. Everything is printing great now. So that's installed. Flashing the AFC light board. I've done this. That works well. So this is flashed over USB. If we go over here, we have MCU Turtle. That's good. Turtle 1 is showing up. I love this. This is cute. Let me make this bigger. So it tells you lane 1 through 4, ready for spool. And then you got your little cute little turtle. All right. Make note of any toolhead sensor pins. I have sticky note. Using a film matrix. Pins the sensor connected to a tool pin start. Is that pre or post for the one that's in the guide, or the one that's in the? Let's see. Well, let's check the STLs. Oh no, it's not going to be there. It's going to be matrix. Yeah, Jimmy, I saw that. It's a cute little quality of life. So this is pre. This is going to be pre. So it's going to be FC. Let's follow guide. So the pin tool start will be the EBB CAN GPIO. I believe we'll update that now. Two, lane 3, lane 4, a hub. RGB stuff. Does it say where to edit that? Oh, it says it in the next step. Adding the AFC.cfg, doing a firmware restart. So I will have to do that because I do have a wiper and the cutting head. Pin tool start and or. All right, so let's find the pin tool start. On in this config. Pin tool start. Here we go. I think I disabled this before because it's throwing the error. So there's no pin tool end, just the pin tool start. That's EBB CAN GPIO 11. See if I get an error. Oh, I was just hearing all the motors initiate. Should be in hardware. Thank you, Jimmy John. Alrighty. Next step. I updated the serial already, got the pin tool start. First self-test. No filament, green is filament, blue is filament loaded to the tool head, white is filament in process of being loaded. Happy turtle, we have the happy turtle. Hey, happy turtle. Enable filament sensors and GUI true in either AFC. Copy this. Is this already here? Yes. Okay, restart. So I do want to see those. I want to make sure everything's triggering correctly. Unable to parse. Oh, There's space in the wrong spot. Only thing I edited. There we go. Yeah, just an extra space I didn't delete. Happy turtle again. That's what we want to keep seeing. Um, so we should see, where's it? Machine and stops. Where's that going to be in the UI? Oh, ah, perfect. All those are there. Run test lane each one. I heard it roll. Heard that one rolling. That sounds all right. Uh-oh. That did not sound as good as the others. Oh, you know what? I think it was just a little bit unscrewed, so it's not as smooth as the others. There we go. That sounds a lot better. Because I took apart and reassembled lane 4, when I reinstalled it, it was not tightened all the way in. All right, next step. Actuating the trigger switches should begin pushing the lane's extruder motor to load filament. Verify that the switch is being actuated and activating the same lane's extruder motor. All right. Now for the fun part. Okay, that activates that one. That's right. That one's good. All right. Lane 4 again. Is there an error? No, that's cool. Oh, did I do it a little bit too soon? Always lane 4. All right. There we go. I opened up the trigger a second too soon. So that should be good now. All four are. Hi, cat. Are you going to say hi to chat? Huh, buddy. So all four are moving. Move on to the next strip. Insert filament into feeder tube. Helps to cut it at an angle. So now I get to load filament. I've gone through the tests. So we need to update the sections to add what files to edit these variables into look. Yeah, that would help a ton. All right. He's wanting to hang out on my lap, but I need to constantly stand up and go back to the printer. Time for plastic? It is time for plastic. At least it's time to load plastic. All right. I do need light because I am not blind, but I'm blind. I want this one in lane 2. It's pulling filament. We're getting there. Now I need to find more filament. Do some green. Which green do I want? That's TPU. I'm not prepared. I don't have all the filament that I want. So, oh, and the thing turned green. All right, that's pulling filament. Beautiful. Um, let's do metallic blue. Polymaker metallic blue ABS. I am in danger. I am pulling uh the essentially the one of the bottom spools out of a stack on top of a shelf. Put that in a file. Chat. All-wheel drive Trident. This is the all-wheel drive Trident. It is. This is how you open a Polymaker spool. Polymaker, please allow us to keep being a reseller. Don't hate me, bro. It's just the proper technique. Oh, that looks awesome. Metallic blue ABS. I'm going to have the fanciest turtle. All right, this is the Bay 4 is the one I've had issues with. Bowling. I don't want just black ABS. I want. I'm sorry, Bamboo, but your time is coming to an end. We're doing the Galaxy Black. It has grabbed the filament. All the motors are going in the correct direction. We're green on all four. Treasure, yes, this is the Seabor. If I if you look right below me, you see their little tag. But yeah, this is the Seabor all-wheel Trident, the 350. Oh, I got a gifted membership. I wish the metallic blue was more metallic. Yeah, it still looks great. Turtleneck. This is the error from before. I actually need to put PTFE tube from the turtleneck to the actual pointer. I think it was extended all the way out. We'll check that. Extending the slide all the way out, running. This should do trailing. Unknown command query buffer. Um, Make sure your turtleneck is showing correctly when activating the switches. A lot of people have been connecting it backwards. I did double check that. I believe it was Steve build stream. Query buffer. Turtle 1 buffer. Unknown command. Why are you running into unknown command? Turtle 1. Why is that throwing an error? Those also show up as switches. Lane 1, lane 2, or lane 1, load prep, load prep, load prep, load prep, load prep. Full start, hub. It's actually not showing up. Hardware. What would that be under? There's the hub. Load to hub true. Yeah, you need to be updated on Clipper to 0.12. Did it not? Hey, Puff. Puff, where's the hub? Turtleneck. Maybe I missed something. The light? No. Turtleneck V2. I have the turtleneck V1. Can't relax. So the different boards. Oh yeah, make it full screen. Yeah, I'm looking for buffer settings. Where would those be? Because it's returning when I send the query buffer, it doesn't know what the buffer is. And if I go down to the trigger, the sensors, poop.cfp, yeah. Little puffball just hanging out. So as the tool start, it has the hub, but it doesn't have the turtleneck. Why? Puff. He just darted after one of the other cats. Where's the hub or the turtleneck? The buffer. NeoPixels. This is screen. Saw somebody was playing that with that in the Discord. Did you select turtleneck when you did the install? I believe so. Let's SSH in. Hey, red light. I can just run the install script again and install that, correct? Say install the add-on. Oh, not one. Yeah, buffer type is turtleneck. Yeah, the default is turtleneck. So it should have installed. Oh, it's not happy because I'm reinstalling it. Printer CFG automatically. Tip forming is false. Toolhead cutter is true. Hub cutter is false. Kick macro is true. park macro is true, coop macro is true, white macro is true. You check AFC Turtle 1? Yeah, I did not see it. Well, now I can't pull it up. Or I can pull up the backup. Temperature sensor. This is all the lanes. And for the hub cut, yeah, there's nothing about the turtleneck. And here, this is what I'm looking at right now. Add. Where is it? Window capture. Create new. So yeah, it says at the very end here, right before install, turtleneck, and that was default. So let's do, I know my toolhead. What was it? EBD can BPIO 21. Use toolhead sensor or ramming. Should I have changed 9? Ramming. Is that what I missed? I'm assuming ramming because it's turtleneck or turtleneck 2 buffer. And I think that might be what I missed. Install. I should be able to use the default values. You want to use the toolhead sensor if you choose sensor. Well, technically I have both, the turtleneck and the sensor. Unless that's a different sensor. What are you guys doing? All 3 cats are having a party behind me. Ramming is for those who don't have it. Okay. So turn the main menu, install. Oh, will buffer work now? Unknown command, buffer. So I'll do that again real quick. Aw. Oh, no, this is the wrong config. Do a reboot. Yeah, that's what I had before. Collet sensor, increase sensor. But the turtleneck thing was always installed on the list. That's installed by default. Still loading. I just don't understand why the turtleneck stuff is not there. Install has a weird bug where it does not show files. Doing Control F5 will make them show up. Fun. I don't need that page open. Go print something fun. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Wrong button. Yeah, Control F5. I have to do a full restart there. All right, yeah, it's loading up again. Ah, hardware. I just do a remove and then completely reinstall fresh. Because the base config is good besides not having buffer. If I search for buffer, buffer, not defined below, from install script, uncomment and add the buffer name if using a buffer. Well, I think that's what I needed. 3D metaquints. That should be buffer equal turtle1. I'm gonna add it manually. Yeah, there's no buffer. Uh, includes and the AC. Yeah, that's what I was just looking for. What is it? Flipper add-on repo under the docs AFC buffer. There are examples we can copy over. Buffer. This is the one AFC buffer. Examples. Yeah, knock it off. No, that's not it. Docs folder. Oh. Derp. Let's see. Okay. So this is the stuff I need to add. Or no, example configs. So this. Oh, not the right one. Towards bottom. Yeah, so this one, yeah. AFC buffer TN. I see. Where is this going? In AFC hardware. Thank you. Much appreciated. Set the advancing pin, the trailing pin. Where was it? AFC, no. MCU, AFC. Pull up the second one so I can switch between them. You need to set your pin so yeah. Those pins are here. AFC hardware. In advance. And trail. Doesn't need the full pin, I don't believe. Is it gonna yell at me? Oh, I probably do need the. I'm learning. I much appreciate the help, Jimmy. Need the turtle one. Oh, I see what you're saying. So that delete this. I think you need. Well, I can always delete it later as long as it's there and triggering. Then I also needed to. Oh. It's on and not aired out. Huzzah. Expand. Detected. If I do. Oh. But I do need to go into Turtle 1, buffer, and what was its name? AFC hardware, TN. So I just need to do TN. Do I need to do? Does that need the turtle underscore 1 TN or just TN? I'm assuming turtle. Oh, no turtle in front of it. Okay. Turtle. Ah. I need to just name it Turtle 1? What was the buffer named? Well, there was no buffer named. That was the issue. There was no AFC buffer TN. But it's requesting turtle because that's what it says in the guide. Where was that in the guide? Yeah, turtle 1. The buffer for turtle 1. TN is the name. So I had it right. I was right the first time. But even without this query buffer turtle 1, I did see in the sensors up below that it was triggered. Your buffer name is Tian. Yeah. The script should have added it. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't. Because I had in the when I SSH'd in and did the setup, I did make sure that it said buffer TN. Buffer. The guide says buffer turtle. It is taking a minute. Why is it taking so long? Not sure what happened with the base config. Yeah. I'm not sure. Because I checked, I went through the install script again, and the base setup for it has it for the turtleneck. But it didn't add anything for the turtleneck in my configs. Printer is not ready. Why is it not ready? All right, that's taking too long. I'm going to do a full reboot. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a minute. This is a Manta 8 and a CB2, I believe. And sometimes when I restart it, it just takes a minute. And sometimes I actually need to do a full reboot. Oh, I see the screen's going. If I close this real quick. All the lanes are green and they're happy. I see Clipper screen is up. Initializing. There we go. Happy turtle again. Locked and loaded on all 4 lanes. Progress. This is the CB2, I'm pretty sure. Does it say here? It doesn't. All right. Dashboard. Expanded. Huzzah. Thank you guys. Make sure it's all homing correctly. Now we can go to the next part of the guide. Wait. No. Trailing. Yes, I worded it correctly. Yeah. We see a lot of Big Tree Tech stuff. Like I'm a moderator for the Creality Facebook groups and stuff like that. Over the years, and just being in the other groups as well, Big Tree Tech's first version of things, unless it's one of their higher end products, usually has issues. And then shortly after, there's a 1.2 or a 2.0 or something like that that works great. It's not every single one of their products, but a majority. You gotta wonder, why is there what, like 6 versions of the, no, what is there, 3, 4, I think 5 versions of the E3 mini board. Some of them are just switching MCUs because, or processors, just because that's what was available. But yeah, I've seen plenty of pictures of like 6 or 7 control boards all failed. Like some of the Big Tree Tech stuff I do like, but yeah. Collapse. All right, collapse the slide so it triggers the rear query buffer, and it should report advanced. Collapsed. Wait. Advanced. Huzzah! Progress. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. Confirm proper operation. We have done this. Mellow kind of. Dude. Mellow is not as bad as FISEC. FISEC stuff has always been you get what you paid for and it's cheap, so it's gonna be cheap products. Setting up POTM specific values. You're using a fill matrix, providing cutaway diagrams, including load sequence. I do need to that print failed. Thank you, Bamboo. You're supposed to be quick and reliable. Stop printing job. I'll just print that in white because I do need the little bumper tray. I did install it originally Saturday, but yeah, I don't know. It just was not there. And I didn't change. Jimmy Jong, the stock value has it running the turtleneck, correct? Because that's what I had when I just pulled up the script. That script has not changed a bit. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. All right, setting up macro variables. Toolhead is loaded from another lane. It will first be unloaded. See below. Poop, wipe, kick, wipe, print. Cut, park. Okay. Uncommon variables. Right, so let's look at the variables. That would be AFC macro variable. So I need to start that print. Print plate A3, send it. So the little arm I broke off because I homed in the wrong position. So I do need to reprint that, and I forgot to reprint that. No, I did try to reprint that earlier, but Bamboo had a failure. Yes, you need to find your XY positions. I should be able to find the positions. Okay, this is going to be another 2 instances of mainsail. Oh, excuse me. Done that twice. Yeah, it was off to the side after a print, um, and I hit home. And this printer homes because of the all-wheel drive setup. It homes Y first, so it doesn't hit either of the front steppers. And so it was off to the left side, and it homed Y, so it just snapped that thing off. But I can find if I just stick it on there, I can find the position. Um, let's switch to this camera. I'm going to zoom in. Is that position I shouldn't need to change. I just need to switch out the little depressor. Move 5 at a time. Do 1 now. All right, that's lined up. X. Y. I might need to move my nozzle brush slightly because it is right where it's going to be going over for. So we have our values. So our values are going to be x2, y 348. That's going to be 2, 2, y 248. I don't think I will need to worry about um, the motor current or it's skipping while doing the cut because I have the all-wheel drive setup and my current is already set kind of high. I think it's like 1.5 by default on this setup. Direction to make the cut move left. Let's not do 10K. Let's do 2K because I have this set up at 10K accelerations. The distance used to tool to cut the filament. Let's leave that at default. 1.5 should be fine. I have it set to that when cutting. Oh, for motor current. And I'm not all-wheel drive. Yeah, I think the all-wheel drive is going to have a little bit more oomph when cutting. So I don't think it's going to be an issue at all there. Because I saw that, I forgot where in the configs, or in the guides, when I was just browsing over things, that some people had issues where it wasn't low enough. Where I understand I have some printers that the current is set to like 1 amp or less. So I need to leave these stock for now. I'll have to come back to these because the bamboo is going to take 30 minutes to print this. Yeah, the main reason I'm doing it on this printer instead of the Trident that's next to it is that this is 350. So I want all the extra room for a purge tower and such. Speed relation settings to tip cutting. Too fast, it'll lose steps, therefore we're cut. All right. I kind of hate that I need that part right now. And I'm really annoyed that the bamboo failed the print. The tool head returns to the initial position after the tool head is complete. I think that's fine. We'll have to see. Distance to retract prior to make the cut. Distance to retract prior to making the cut. Do 10 instead of 20? Like, I'm gonna have a lot of waste on this setup just because it's an ultra high flow hot end. And I'd rather the 10 is just gonna relieve the pressure in the hot end and not really retract too much. It's mostly so it doesn't ooze as much. Don't have to worry about tip forming. It's going to take some tuning as you play with any 3D printing thing. Yeah. I'm just trying to guesstimate based on prior experience and whatnot. Or I don't have any prior experience with this, but I do have prior experience with Um, it was stuck. The print. How did it fail? It was stuck to the bed, but it just started globbing up instead of printing layers. I wasn't watching it, and I don't have uh, time lapse turned on, so I wasn't paying attention. Let's see. So it's going to try to cut twice. I've already did a test cut where I just depressed it, and it cut through perfectly fine, and then pushed through filament and started printing in with that issue. So I was happy with that. Track length and speed after the cut so that the cutter can go back into its original. So a lot of these I'm just going to leave at default. Tip colon. So yeah, this is what I was looking at earlier. So I won't need to do the variable cut current. But yeah, I'm sure I'll have to tweak it and play with it. Oh, can I show my screen? I am done. Good. I I was not paying attention. I'm sorry. Can I show my screen? So yeah, um, the variable current I shouldn't have to play with. I have the cut location, acceleration I changed. Cut direction is left. So a lot of these I'm leaving until I can actually play with them. Hey, Jerry. Yeah, it loads filament into the buffers, or not the buffers. It loads filament into the trays, and the filament grabs, or the motors grab the filament. So I'm happy so far. Now it's just coming down to the tuning part. Yeah, I need more caffeine. Thank you, Longshot, and thank you, Jimmy John, for sticking around and helping me get this going. I'm sure I could do it on my own, but it would take a lot longer. Um, location where to purge. This is the poop macro. Hey, thanks for following. You can always run AFC calibrate next to the calibrate. Yeah, calibrate the Bowden tubes. I did see that. I'm mostly doing the cutting and the poop location. I am probably going to have it poop a bit before printing. Thank you for subscribing, Edwin. Um, let's see. So I'm gonna need to move the tool head again. Oh. This is just gonna be Yes, I am totally just gonna have it poop at the bottom, as printers should. So let's go to this. X97, Y351. I'm actually going to move. I had that wrong, anyways. I'm actually going to move the cut location back a bit so it's off the bed, just so not like I'm going to use that area of the bed very often, but I want it available since I have the available XY space to do so. So right now it's going to be pooping. We look at the webcam. Just off the bed right next to the wiper. And it will be able to go poop, wiper, cut, wiper, poop when it's doing its thing. So 351 on Y is going to be the constant variable I want to keep. In millimeters to lift Z after the purge is complete. So no kick. You mean kind of like the bamboo does, where it purges and then wipes to kick it off? Where is that? Tackling. Is long shot, is that what you mean? Yeah. Where I have it now, it's going to be pooping off the back of the bed. I'm going to have it, instead of kicking on the bed, I'm going to have it kick off the, if possible, I want it to kick off the nozzle wiping pad. Because I have a little brush. So I want it to, instead of kicking off the bed, because the bed's more solid, and if I fit up, I'd much rather it break the wiping pad than my toilet. Essentially, I'm gonna try to have it set up similar to the bamboo. So it's gonna poop down its bucket. I might actually print a bucket for the back. Wipe right next to it as well. $72 cubic millimeters, I'm guessing. Print's done. Getting off my heat press. All right. Now I can get the actual locations for things. Yeah, since I have the wiper, I want it to use the wiper to pick the filament off instead of the bed, just to hopefully save a nozzle. Make sure you set kick to false in AFC CFJ. Okay, thank you. I will change that here in a second. Beautiful. The one little part that I need. Now, install it. Move the filament roller. I don't need that. I'm gonna say I love panel clips over using screws. The armchair engineering panel clips, so much nicer. And white parts on a white floor. Right, my goal is going to be not to break this again, but I'm going to print spares. I'm literally going to start another print as soon as I install this and sit back down. Get this. Do I have a shorter? Here it is. Allen key. That's stable. One thing I do want to adjust. My wiper is a bit high. I do want to adjust that as well. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday night. I'm just lowering the wiper as much as possible. So it's just getting in the brush and not pushing it around. I really should have used or moved the nozzle before I did this. That would have been the smart thing. Here, give you guys a better view of what I'm doing. Mike, hey, Papa, way. There we go. So I'm just adjusting this so it's just at the nozzle. We sorry. Set kick to pulse. I'm testing the like the setup. Thank you. Let me. There we go. I like it so far. For some reason, my buffer setup in the config wasn't there when setting it up, but we got there. Looks like we make good progress. I have. Right now we are just getting the config set up. All right. This should be the position. Let's move this again and verify because I did move it slightly. And before I do that, give you guys a better view. That's not going to work. Let's see if I can do next. Next. All right, it's going to look weird for a minute, but I is where this camera position, it's going to be a little cockeyed. Green and black. This is the L here. I need to update the LEDs. Top LED, white and black. This is my Stormtrooper. This is the stock leg setup. This is from the GitHub. So right now, I'm moving the tool head over to make sure it hits lightly touches the cutter arm. That's the goal, lightly touching the cutter arm. Okay, I got a good wipe. Let me adjust this ever so slightly so it's more centered. Lightly touching. 3 box hurdles on tour. I'm not even done with this one. Even with some frustrations that I've had, I already want to build another one. So X15, Y351. So yeah, I'm glad I updated that. All right, now we're going back to main page. I can do this. There we go. Surge length. And then long shot said go to the AFC, CFG, and disable kick. All right. Position to the center of the breath. Time to go back to the printer. I should have just have to move to X. All right, that's the center out. That's the center of the X. All right, the big table in the way of the printer slows me down a bit. Yeah, brush is a wiper, of course. Yeah. 60, 351. 60, 351. That's not the right one. Here it is. 60, 351. Let's do 2K. I don't know offhand how big this brush is, but I can check. $35 by 8. 35 by 8. So should be fine. Park there. I mean, I guess where it's at can be the park variable. This isn't it. Poop, wipe, kick, unload, cut, then park. Could I have the park on top of the brush? I'll just have it next to the brush. So 85, 351. If hot island. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna have it next to it. Because I know bamboo parks. No, that's because I have a add-on and it just moves or adds a bigger brush. Um, we this is Trident, so I shouldn't have to do Z hop. Save that. Make sure it's saved. And you said AFC. Kick settings, kick to false. I should be able to the AFC calibrate now. Yeah. I set the kick to false, wipe is true, tip forming is false. We went over. Yeah, so we went over the cutting. We went over where to poop. We went over disabling kick. Brush is set up for the location. Tip forming we're not doing. Save and restart. Save and restart. More caffeine. Also reprint that depressor. We're good. Green is good. Everything's green. Let me set on a wide angle. Fix it a bit. All right. And it's just AFC calibrate. I saw it in chat earlier. Yeah, AFC underscore calibrate. Yeah. Before I do that, I need to plug in the bone tube. I'm assuming I will need to have the bone tube plugged in, the extruder locked. Have a good one, Longshot. Thanks for hanging out and helping, man. Much appreciated. Much, much appreciated. Did I spell it wrong? No. Let's see. Macros. $250. Why is it unknown command? Oh, calibrate ACF, not AFC calibrate. That could be the issue. Because I gave you the wrong command. Yeah. Oh, what happened? Oh, my extra camera. Oh, you guys don't need to just start pounding alcohol. Hot and seated up. Calibrate ACF. Big park poop. Tool chains, lane eject. Well, all right. In the manual calibration, it says calibrate AFC. You've said AFC calibration and AFC calibrate. So I'll just send it. Falling off the headset so I can hear. I didn't get. Oh, AFC calibration is the GUI. And calibrate ACF did nothing. Like I took a headphone off so I could hear. Here we go. Turtle 1. Calibrate lanes. I need all lanes done, so. I hear. Oh. Filament is moving. Okay. Calibrate ACF needs additional values, so that's why nothing happened. Guess that needs something to add their user feedback for that macro. Okay. So, oh, I should probably move the camera up a bit. So it did go through each lane and extruded, backed out, extruded, backed out. Lane calibration, that's done. So calibrated all 4 lanes. I guess I do calibrate bone length. All right, I do see it out of the back of the box turtle now, and it's going into the extruder. So I'm guessing it's going to go all the way to the tool head, and once it hits the tool head, it will say, "Hey, we good." Yeah, I imagine I'm not the only one going to be taking a full stream to do calibration and setup. But what I learned here is what I'll take over to like Modbot stream, DWitch stream, and those who are a step behind. Why is it skipping? Oh, I know. I think was it skipping because it's waiting for the buffer to trigger as well? It was waiting for the toolhead and the buffer. Much appreciated, Jimmy Tron. Um, let's try lane 2. Yeah, so it kind of skipped there at the end. Is that because it was filling up the buffer and making sure should have been it might have been stuck on the toolhead. Because when I touched the bone tube at the toolhead, can I see your buffer CFG again? You want me to just cancel this? Yeah, I can just rerun it. It's gonna be. Where was it? Buffer. It was hardware. Macros. Which one was it? Let me reseat the bone tube and run that. So it has the correct length. Yeah, that reached the toolhead. It looked like it triggered. Oh, that retracted too much. I think it's just because the bone tube wasn't pressed all the way, so it caught on the side instead of going all the way down into the sensor. Um, that's showing red. Let me. What is it? Unload macro, bay 2. Lane eject. Lane. Yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. Give it a second. There we go. Let me make sure. I'll rerun that. Yeah, because it's buffered commands and it was trying to insert commands while it had commands going, yeah. I'm rerunning that because it skipped. Then while that's running, figure your slicer. Let's add window capture, slicer. Why is that skipping again? Let me. Yeah, the box turtle was skipping at the end. Um, try that for now. Did that. Let's. We'll start. But one thing I want to check is the tool head sensor. So let's verify that. All right, so I heard it click. So it is triggering. We'll start. What's it called? GPIO 21. So it's showing empty. Yeah, it's not triggering. Um, Green. But the AFC saw it trigger when doing calibration. Should be showing triggered right now. What was it? AFC. Hardware. So it should be the uh pin tool start. Yeah, that's all I was trying. Let me do old man vision so I can see it from across the room. Oh yeah. So it is triggering. It's just at very certain angles it doesn't trigger. But yeah, it's at very certain angles that it will trigger. This is why. Are you talking about the ones with the blue switches? Like the rubberized switches, not the actual like end stops that are standard on printers. Yeah, the DF2L. Wondering how I can get that. Yeah, they're short trigger but have longer travel. I wonder. I'm trying to think how to do that without do this without taking apart the entire tool head. Because this is going to cause a problem if I try to print. Not the wiring, it's just. Well, I hear when I stick in the filament, even when it's not detected, I hear the switch go off. And I check the wiring to the EBB. I think you're gonna have to take it apart. Yeah, I've taken that thing apart twice today already. Um, but how can I? Like it's screwed in, so it's not moving. There's no real motion to push it further in, or well, yeah, push it further in. And plus, even with is your filament being flattened? Is it being flattened in the? Well, no. The filament that I just tested with is fresh filament, so it's never been in an extruder. So it's not flattened at all. And it was still having issues detecting it. Was there two sized balls? Wasn't there like a 5 and a 5.5? Could that be it? Going through my baggies of stuff. No, it's a good call, Papa. Hey, Big Bag Joe. Um, they're fasteners. Hey, Ichi. You doing good, bud? Oh, please tell me. No, I'm using the 5.5 millimeter balls. So I'm using the larger ball. This larger ball should give you a tighter trigger distance. And as soon as the filament touches the ball, I can hear it trigger. Yeah, the kit comes with 5 and 5.5. I have 4 of each. I have 3 of the 5.5 left. So I know there's a 5.5 in there. But even still, just putting the filament in and listening, I can hear it trigger every single time. Yes, I am very much trying to avoid taking the tool head apart again. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bad switch or what. Do shut down. Accept. That's slightly frustrating. Did lane 2 skip? Yes, both of them skipped. It's it's the switch. Um, there's an option in the pop away. There's an option in the config that I have enabled that shows all the switches, and I have that on, and that's what I was watching when I was sticking filament in. I had my headphone off so I could hear, but every time I stuck the filament in, I could hear the switch trigger, but the actual detection was showing up maybe 20% of the time. So I do have a second switch here. So I have to take apart the entire tool head. Uh and swap out the switches. Which sounds like a pain. And it is a pain. Especially since I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes. I still haven't eaten dinner. You could use ramming with the buffer just to bypass it to get going. and then take apart the tool head later. Where was it? Mike, it was in the AFC.CFG enable sensors and GUI equals true. And that will show all the sensors. And that should be like line 15 or 20. Still streaming? Yes. Configuration takes a while. And plus, there's an intermittent end stop that's not triggering when it should. Almost. I have up until the tool head sensor. Yeah, it's mostly done. I'm up to configuring the slicer and stuff. Well, part of it was part of my config wasn't included for some reason. But like the configs that it gives you are just about done. Jimmy John reran his and it included it for him. But for some reason, when I installed it, it just missed one section. But the main issue now is the filament sensor that I'm using in the toolhead. The switch is not great. Oh yeah. Hi, I'm back. So the little DF2 switch in the toolhead hates me. But everything's running except for that. Jimmy John. So I just need to set up the slicer and I should be printing. Print start macro. Because if it's just, I have to take apart the tool head, replace the sensor, get it working, rerun the calibration. Yeah, once I fix my tool head. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Once I replace the sensor, it's just updating. It looks like it's just updating Orca, and I'm good to print. If so, I might just call it a night and go get some dinner because I've only had snacks today. Once I fix it, I will suggest manually load the turtleneck macros to make sure all the lines work correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Papa, when I put in filament, even squished filament, the switch is, you can hear the click. So it's clicking, it's just not activating consistently. So I'm going to completely open up Twitch and ban somebody. Um, I have to completely. All right, sorry, I was banning somebody. I did not check for continuity. I was like the wire's not moving, the sensor's not moving, but I did not check the actual sensor, and I'm regretting that. Mostly because I have to take apart the entire tool head for like the third time today. But that's the main thing. Yeah, those switches suck. I can tell. Yeah, I guess tomorrow I will take apart the tool head, replace the switch with the other switch that came in the kit. Actually, oh my, do I have a? I don't have a thing next to me. Multimeter. We'll be able to disassemble it. I've disassembled it like 5 or 6 times because I've the original tool head on the printer had issues, and I was getting horrible prints. Like, you can't. Yeah, like the whole bow is skips. So I've had to redo the entire tool head multiple times. That's why I don't want to do it again. But yeah, tomorrow I will replace the sensor, make sure it works, and then I'll post a serial request on the channel. Yeah, it's missing a few lines there. But I need to go make some dinner. You have both the turtleneck and turtleneck 2 on my printer. I mean, I would like the tool head sensor to work. Fourth part's the charm. Yeah. Well, no, probably not another stream. I'm just gonna fix it and post a video. Like, I'll edit a video for us to upload to the channel so I can get my cereal. So I can be a cool kid. I'm about to play Beat Saber. Where is it? I'm gonna order a graphic card. I can't move the camera, but there's my headset. I need to get I need to get a new graphics card so I can play it in the living room because there's no room in here. But yeah, Jimmy Neuron, thank you so much for your help, dude. Much appreciated. I am going to call it a night and get some dinner. I'm. Yeah. I'm gonna call it a night and get some food. I will probably, while I'm eating, I'll probably update the slicer at the very least. It's like I know the printer's printing well. Now it's just fixing the toolhead sensor, configuring start macro, and the making a profile just for the box turtle on this printer. Taurus too cool for cereals. I have one cereal out of. I have the two Tridents, the two Mercury ones, and two V0s. I have one cereal for the Mercury One Beta. Other than that, I don't really care to. Like I like the smaller projects. Like Voron cereals don't mean as much now. Like I know they're printing um, this because I've streamed it. I kind of want to get the cereal just to say I got it, and I can have the cool little tag next to my name in Discord. But yeah, it loads filament. All the motors and bays are moving. LEDs work. Box Turtle itself is technically functional. It's just a toolhead sensor, and that's connected to a big Tree Tech product. So I'm not blaming the Box Turtle on that. It could be the switch. It could be uh, the EBB. I'm gonna rewire it and get it working tomorrow. I need dinner. But thank you guys for hanging out. For those who survived the 3.5 hour stream, I know a few other people have done longer, but I've been working all day. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I need snacks. Can't wait to see your cereal in Discord soon. With that color combo, I should be a fun one. Yeah, much appreciated, dude. Thanks to you and all the other guys in the Box Turtle community who have been stopping by and giving help and suggestions. I can't wait to see. I do want to build another one, even with the issues I've had. Like it has not deterred me at all. It's been a fun build. You guys have a good night and happy printing.